Joe Biden was recently diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer, one that has already spread to his bones. It's not curable, but with treatment, it's being managed. And that diagnosis should be a wake-up call for every man over 60. If the former president of the United States didn't even know he had prostate cancer until his annual physical, how many other men are walking around with it right now? Completely unaware? Here's the terrifying truth. Most men never catch it early, and by the time they do, the cancer has already spread, sometimes to the bones, sometimes to the lymph nodes, and too often, past the point of treatment. Prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers in men, but what makes it so dangerous is how quietly it develops, and that's what we're going to change today. In this video, we'll walk you through the 5 early warning signs of prostate cancer that most men over 60 either ignore or never notice at all. And if you stay with me until the end, we'll also cover 5 powerful foods backed by research that help lower your risk and protect your prostate naturally. If you're part of the Prime Health Daily family, you already know. This isn't just about symptoms. It's about staying independent, staying strong, and staying here. So before we dive in, tell us in the comments, where are you tuning in from today? We love seeing this community grow across the country and around the world. And if you haven't already, tap subscribe, because this might be the video that changes or saves your life. So let's begin with the first silent signal that something may be wrong. Sign number 1, frequent urination. Especially at night, you go to bed, you fall asleep, and before long, you're up again, and again, and again. Maybe you thought it was just your bladder aging. Maybe you assumed it was something you ate or drank. But here's what most men don't realize. One of the earliest signs of prostate enlargement, or something more serious, is frequent urination, especially at night, especially when the stream feels weak or incomplete. The prostate gland surrounds part of your urethra, the tube that carries urine out of your body. When the prostate begins to grow, either due to benign issues like age or because of tumor growth, it puts pressure on that tube. The result? You feel the urge to pee more often, even when your bladder isn't full. If you're getting up 2, 3, even 4 times a night, and especially if it feels urgent or hard to stop once it starts, your prostate may be sending you a very early warning sign. Sign number 2, weak, dribbling, or interrupted urine stream. Let's be blunt. You used to be able to relieve yourself quickly. Now, it takes longer. Sometimes it stops midstream. Sometimes you have to strain just to get it started. If that sounds familiar, don't ignore it. Changes in urinary flow are one of the most common early symptoms of prostate obstruction, including cancer. A healthy prostate should not interfere with urine flow, but when a tumor begins to form, it can press against the urethra just enough to create these small but noticeable problems. This isn't about embarrassment. It's about paying attention to what your body is trying to tell you. If your flow has weakened, if you dribble after going, or if your stream stops and starts, don't write it off. This might be the only symptom you get until it's too late. Sign number 3, blood in urine or semen. This one is easy to overlook and even easier to ignore out of fear or embarrassment. But spotting blood in your urine or semen, even once, is a medical red flag you should never brush off. While it can be caused by infections or other non-cancerous conditions, blood in these fluids may also indicate that something is wrong with the prostate, particularly if there's inflammation or tumor growth disrupting the nearby tissues and blood vessels. It might look pink, it might look rusty, it might only appear at the end of the stream, but no matter what it looks like, it needs to be taken seriously. This is not one of those wait-and-see symptoms. If you notice blood even once, call your doctor. Sign number 4, pelvic, groin, or lower back pain. Prostate cancer doesn't always stay in the prostate. In fact, one of the first places it tends to spread is the pelvic area, including the bones, lower spine, and even the hips or thighs. That's why persistent, unexplained pain in the lower back, pelvis, or groin can sometimes be an early indicator of something deeper. Most men think back pain is just a part of aging, but prostate-related pain is different. It often feels deep, dull, or pressured, and it doesn't improve with rest or typical treatments like stretching or heat. If you've had persistent lower body pain, especially if it can't be linked to injury or posture, don't dismiss it. It could be your prostate trying to get your attention. Sign number 5, difficulty achieving or maintaining an erection. This is the symptom few want to talk about, but it might be the one that saves your life. Prostate cancer, especially in its early stages, can interfere with blood flow and nerve function in the pelvic region. That disruption can lead to erectile dysfunction, reduced libido, or a feeling of disconnect between stimulation and response. While ED is common in older men, when it shows up suddenly or gets worse without clear cause, it's a sign that the plumbing or the prostate may not be working as it should. If your sexual function has changed recently, don't be ashamed. Be proactive. It might be the first warning sign of something you can still stop in its tracks. Let's recap. The 5 early signs of prostate cancer: frequent urination, especially at night, weak or interrupted urine stream, blood in urine or semen, pelvic, lower back, or groin pain, erectile dysfunction, or performance changes. Even just one of these signs should trigger a conversation with your doctor. But catching the signs early is only one part of the equation. The other? What you feed your body every day. Let's talk about the 5 most powerful foods that help protect your prostate and may even help your body fight off cancerous changes before they take hold. Number 1, tomatoes. Lycopene-rich foods. This one might already be in your kitchen, and it's one of the most studied foods for prostate health. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that gives them their red color. But lycopene does more than add color. It helps neutralize free radicals, reduce inflammation, and may slow the growth of cancer cells in the prostate. One Harvard study found that men who ate 10 or more servings of tomato-based foods per week had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Here's the key. Cooked is better. Lycopene is absorbed more efficiently from cooked tomatoes, like tomato paste, sauce, or roasted cherry tomatoes. Try adding tomato sauce to roasted vegetables, soups, or grain bowls. It's simple, affordable, and delicious. And your prostate will thank you. Food number 2, broccoli and cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. These aren't just side dishes, they're cancer-fighting machines. These veggies contain sulforaphane, a compound shown to help the body detoxify carcinogens and protect cells from DNA damage. In one study from the Journal of the National Cancer Institute, men who ate cruciferous vegetables regularly had a significantly lower risk of aggressive prostate cancer. How much do you need? Just a half cup a few times per week. Tip: lightly steam or roast broccoli to keep nutrients intact. And avoid overcooking, which can reduce sulforaphane. Food number 3, green tea. In Japan and parts of Asia, prostate cancer rates are far lower. And one possible reason is green tea. Green tea contains catechins, particularly EGCG, which have been shown to slow tumor growth and improve immune response. One clinical trial found that men with high-risk prostate conditions who took green tea extract had fewer signs of disease progression after a year. You don't need pills. Just drink 1 to 2 cups a day, hot or cold, unsweetened, and preferably brewed fresh. It hydrates, protects, and may give your body the extra defense it needs. Food number 4, pumpkin seeds. They're small but packed with prostate power. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, magnesium, and plant-based sterols, which support hormone balance and help reduce prostate inflammation. Zinc is particularly important. The prostate contains more zinc than any other soft tissue in the body, and low levels are associated with a higher risk of prostate problems. Try adding a tablespoon of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds to your oatmeal, yogurt, or salad. You can even roast them at home with a pinch of sea salt for a satisfying, healthy snack. It's one of the easiest ways to nourish your prostate daily without changing your whole diet. Food number 5, pomegranate juice. This might surprise you, but pomegranate juice has been linked to slower prostate cancer progression in several studies. It's rich in polyphenols, which help reduce oxidative stress, support immune function, and may even help prevent the spread of cancer cells. In one UCLA study, men with recurrent prostate cancer who drank 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily saw a significant increase in PSA doubling time, meaning the cancer was slowing down. Look for 100% pure pomegranate juice, no added sugar, and start with a small glass. 4 to 6 ounces is more than enough to get the benefits. Let's recap. The 5 foods we covered today aren't miracle cures, but they can help reduce inflammation, support healthy hormone balance, and protect one of the most vulnerable organs in a man's body over 60. Cooked tomatoes, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, green tea, pumpkin seeds, pomegranate juice. Simple, science-backed, easy to start. But here's the truth. Even with the best diet, prostate cancer can still strike. Just look at Joe Biden. At 80 years old, he was diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer that had already spread to his bones. It wasn't caught early. It wasn't curable. But it is being managed because it was found. That's what this video is about. It's not about scaring you. It's about waking you up. Because prostate cancer rarely screams. It whispers. And if you ignore the whispers, they become sirens. So pay attention to the signs. Fuel your body with the right foods. And if you're over 60, don't wait. Talk to your doctor. Because catching it early won't always guarantee a cure. But it just might give you time. And sometimes time is everything. If this helped you, or if it might help someone you love, share it. Subscribe to Prime Health Daily for more science-backed videos that help you protect your health, your independence, and your life. And we'll see you in the next one.